I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Khupe for giving us this exclusive interview for Voice of America. Dr. Khupe, you have declared yourself the new MDC leader. Is that constitutional?
Yes, it is constitutional. As you know that today we declared that there is an official split of the party. And we stated the reasons why we are splitting from the other group. The reasons being all the transgressions by Thokozani Mwonzora and his group. And we are very clear that this group has not been following the constitution. They've been violating the constitution every step of the way. If there are any people who are supposed to be fired from the party, it is that group, because they have never followed the constitution. And therefore, it is correct that I am now the leader of the other formation of MDC-T since I declared an official split.
Why declaring a split instead of saying you should fire them? Because the party belongs to MDC-T.
Douglas Thokozani Mwonzora fired himself according to section 510A, which says if you support or join another political party other than MDC-T, it is automatic dismissal. So he dismissed himself from the party. I'm no longer talking about Mwonzora because he's an individual. I'm talking about the MDC-T institution, because he's got a group of people that he has been working with who have been violating the constitution every step of the way. And that is the group that we have split from. This is the reason why I said today the MDC-T has split into two formations. One which is led by myself, and the other which is going to be led by whoever is going to emerge from their Congress of the 5th of March.
Okay, what happens after making this declaration from now on?
As MDC-T, we are going to be preparing for a Congress which is going to follow constitutional timelines. So we are going to have a national executive and a national council meeting in a few weeks to come, which is going to come up with a roadmap to our Congress. So we are going to start doing branches, and then wards, and then district, and then provinces, and subsequently we will have our Congress. So our preoccupation right now is to make sure that we'll prepare for a Congress which is going to be free, fair, and credible.
Yeah, a lot of people might be asking, what happens? Will you remain in parliament? And what if Mwonzora expels you?
Mwonzora cannot expel me. I will remain in parliament as the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly. Hence the reason why I pleaded with other political, parties. I also pleaded with the parliament. I also pleaded with the Minister of Justice and Local Government to say they must desist from taking sides. This party has split into two groups, and therefore they must allow the two groups to coexist. This is the reason why I cannot be recalled by anyone, and I don't see the reason why we should be recalling each other. We must coexist, because our focus right now is to make sure that we organize for our Congress. We make sure that every Zimbabwean has a better life, because as a party, we want to make sure that every Zimbabwean has a better life.
What's your future in politics? Will Dr. Khupe still go on for life in politics, or after all this frustration decide to quit?
I am going to fight to the finish, because as long as if the people of Zimbabwe do not have a better life, I will continue fighting as their servant, because I am a servant of the people who is there to serve the people, to make sure that the people have a better life.
There have been rumors circulating that Nelson Chamisa wants to talk to you. You might form an alliance, you might come together, maybe resuscitate MDC-T. Will you work with Nelson Chamisa?
At the moment, our major focus as MDC-T is preparing for our Congress. So we are going to be busy doing branches, doing districts, doing provinces. So this is our preoccupation at the moment. Our focus is to make sure that we have a free, fair, and credible Congress.
Talking about the elections, there are elections, the by-elections, forthcoming by-elections. MDC-T, will it contest these elections?
We are not going to contest these elections since we declared the split today, and the nomination court is on Wednesday. So we are not going to be participating in these by-elections.
Zimbabweans all over the world who are watching you now, listening to you, they are really confused of what is going on. What can you tell them? How can you assure them that the MDC-T is still alive and going?
MDC-T is a government in waiting. And therefore, as a government in waiting, you are supposed to do things which clearly demonstrate that you are a government in waiting. As MDC-T, our major focus is going to make sure that we are going to be fighting for the cause of everybody else in Parliament. We are going to be representing our members outside Parliament and taking their issues into Parliament. We are also going to be doing it at local government level to make sure that everyone has a better life, like I said earlier on. So as MDC-T, our major role is to make sure that we fight for the people, we work for the people, we make sure that every Zimbabwean is happy in their country.
Thank you very much, Dr. Khupe.